Coming to America was never just another comedy. It grew into a cultural landmark, packed with iconic lines, heart, and characters people still quote today. Decades later, the actors who brought Zamunda and Queens to life went on very different journeys. Some rose to even bigger fame. Some left the spotlight, and time changed them all. Here's a look back at the cast, then and now. James Earl Jones was 57 years old when he stepped into the role of King Jaffe Joffer, the powerful and wise ruler of Zamunda. Jones brought a rare combination of dignity and warmth to the character, using his instantly recognizable voice and commanding stage presence to ground the film's outrageous comedy in something that felt real and lasting. Even though his screen time was limited compared to the film's leads, every scene he appeared in carried extra weight simply because of who he was. By the time he joined this cast, Jones had already spent decades building one of the most respected careers in American entertainment, moving effortlessly between stage, film, and television, and earning the kind of admiration that few actors ever achieve. His performance as King Jaffe helped transform Zamunda from a comedic backdrop into a believable kingdom audiences wanted to return to. James Earl Jones passed away on September 9, 2024, at the age of 93 from natural causes. Nearly 4 decades after the film premiered, his performance still stands as a symbol of wisdom and cinematic greatness. John Amos was 48 years old when he took on the role of Cleo McDowell, the hardworking restaurant owner and protective father of Lisa McDowell. Amos gave Cleo a personality built on humor, pride, and unwavering family values, making him far more than a simple comedic father figure. His running rivalry with a well-known fast food chain became one of the most quoted bits in the entire film, a joke that still gets recognized by fans decades later. But underneath the laughs, Amos infused Cleo with real ambition and resilience, portraying a man determined to build a better life for his family through hard work rather than luck. That emotional honesty helped ground the film's larger-than-life humor in something audiences could relate to. Amos was already known for memorable work in both television and film before this role, and he brought that same authenticity to every scene he shared with Eddie Murphy. John Amos passed away on August 21, 2024, at the age of 84 from congestive heart failure. More than 3 decades later, Cleo McDowell remains one of the most cherished father figures in comedy history. Madge Sinclair was 50 years old when she brought grace and quiet strength to the role of Queen Aeolian, the elegant queen of Zamunda and devoted mother of Prince Hakim. Sinclair balanced King Jaffe's commanding authority with warmth and compassion, giving the royal family a believable emotional center. Although her role was more understated than some of her castmates, her regal presence helped make the fictional kingdom of Zamunda feel authentic rather than purely comedic. Long before this film, Sinclair had already earned widespread respect for her performances across both film and television, known for her ability to convey deep wisdom and emotion through subtle expression rather than big, showy moments. Every scene she shared with James Earl Jones reflected a believable royal partnership, one built on mutual respect and quiet affection, which strengthened the emotional foundation of the entire story. Madge Sinclair's remarkable career ended far too soon, on December 20, 1995, when she passed away from leukemia at the age of 57. Nearly 4 decades after the film first delighted audiences, Queen Aeolian remains a graceful symbol of love, dignity, and timeless elegance. Louie Anderson was 35 years old when he delighted audiences as Maurice, the cheerful employee at McDowell's restaurant. Even with a relatively small supporting role, Anderson made the absolute most of his screen time, proving that a strong comedic performance doesn't need a large part to be memorable. His friendly, easygoing personality and natural sense of humor perfectly complemented the film's energetic pace, earning laughs that fans still bring up decades later. For many viewers, this film served as an early introduction to a comedian who would go on to become one of America's most beloved entertainers. In the years that followed, Anderson built an extraordinary career spanning stand-up comedy, television, and award-winning animated work, becoming known for his warmth, humility, and instantly likable sense of humor. His ability to connect with audiences never faded, and Maurice remains a small but fondly remembered part of that larger legacy. Louie Anderson's inspiring journey came to an end on January 21, 2022, when he passed away at the age of 68 after battling diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. Even today, fans continue to smile whenever Maurice appears on screen, a reminder of the joy Anderson brought to one of the greatest comedies of the 1980s. Eddie Murphy was just 27 years old when he became the heart of Coming to America, introducing audiences to Prince Akeem Jaffer. Charismatic, fearless, and effortlessly funny, Murphy transformed the kind-hearted African prince into one of the most iconic comedic characters in Hollywood history. His performance extended well beyond a single role, since he brilliantly portrayed several completely different characters throughout the film, showcasing a level of range and versatility that few comedians have ever matched in one movie. At the height of his career, Murphy's unique blend of sharp wit, physical comedy, and genuine warmth helped turn the film into an international phenomenon that has held up for nearly 4 decades. Prince Akeem's journey, from a life of royal luxury to the busy, unpredictable streets of Queens, created countless unforgettable moments that audiences continue to quote and revisit today. That journey also gave the comedy real emotional stakes, since Akeem's search for genuine love and independence resonated well beyond the jokes. Today, Eddie Murphy is 65 years old and remains one of Hollywood's most celebrated and enduring entertainers. For millions of movie lovers around the world, Prince Akeem is still regarded as one of the greatest comedic performances ever brought to the big screen, a role that continues to define an extraordinary career. Arsenio Hall was 32 years old when he lit up the screen as Semi, Prince Akeem's loyal best friend and trusted confidant. Semi provided the perfect balance of humor, sarcasm, and unwavering loyalty throughout the pair's adventure in Queens, and his natural chemistry with Eddie Murphy became one of the film's greatest strengths, creating scenes that audiences still quote and enjoy decades later. What made Semi so memorable was his constant tug-of-war between royal responsibility back home and the appeal of adapting to ordinary life in America, a struggle that added surprising depth to an otherwise comedic character. Hall also demonstrated remarkable range by portraying multiple additional characters under elaborate makeup alongside Murphy, proving just how versatile a performer he was. That energetic, layered performance helped elevate the entire film into one of the most beloved comedies of its decade. Today, Arsenio Hall is 70 years old. Nearly 4 decades after Coming to America first premiered, Semi remains one of cinema's most entertaining sidekicks, and Hall's performance continues to remind audiences why the film has never lost its timeless appeal. Shari Headley was just 23 years old when she captured audiences' hearts as Lisa McDowell. Intelligent, independent, and compassionate, Lisa became far more than a typical romantic lead. She was the woman who inspired Prince Akeem to leave behind royal luxury in search of genuine love, giving the story its emotional foundation and helping transform the comedy into a timeless romance as well. Headley's natural elegance and heartfelt performance perfectly complemented Eddie Murphy's charm, creating an on-screen relationship that audiences genuinely believed in from their very first scene together. Rather than being dazzled by wealth or status, Lisa valued honesty, kindness, and integrity above all else, qualities that made her one of the film's most admired and relatable characters. Her performance remains a key reason why the movie continues to resonate with new generations of viewers discovering it for the first time. Today, Shari Headley is 62 years old. Even after nearly 40 years, Lisa McDowell remains one of the most beloved leading ladies in comedy history, and Headley's graceful performance continues to inspire fans revisiting this unforgettable Hollywood classic. Moses Gunn was 59 years old when he made a memorable appearance as the General, a role that lasted only a short time but still left a lasting impression thanks to Gunn's commanding presence. His ability to project authority and intensity had already earned him widespread respect across stage, film, and television long before he joined the cast of this comedy classic. Throughout an extraordinary career, Gunn became known for portraying powerful and intelligent characters with remarkable depth, using his distinctive voice and natural screen presence to make even brief appearances feel significant. In Coming to America, he added another layer of personality to the colorful world surrounding Prince Akeem's unforgettable journey, helping populate Zamunda, and its neighboring kingdoms with believable, larger-than-life figures. Moses Gunn's remarkable career came to a close on December 16, 1993, when he passed away at the age of 64 after suffering complications related to asthma. Though his role in the film was small in terms of screen time, his contribution remains part of a movie that continues to entertain audiences around the world nearly 4 decades after its release, a testament to how much impact a brief but well-crafted performance can have. Sheila Johnson was 39 years old when she appeared as an elegant lady in Waiting and Coming to America. Though her role was brief, she helped establish the regal atmosphere of Zamunda that immediately captured audiences' imaginations from the film's opening scenes. Every royal ceremony and palace sequence relied on performers like Johnson to create the grandeur and authenticity that made the fictional African kingdom feel both majestic and believable rather than a simple cartoonish backdrop. Away from the camera, Johnson would go on to become one of America's most influential business leaders and philanthropists, building an extraordinary legacy that extended far beyond Hollywood and the entertainment industry entirely. Looking back, her appearance in this film represents just one interesting chapter in an already remarkable and wide-ranging life story. Today, Sheila Johnson is 76 years old, nearly 40 years after audiences first entered the royal palace of Zamunda. Fans still enjoy discovering familiar faces scattered throughout the film, and her appearance remains another fascinating piece of this enduring comedy classic's legacy. Eriq La Salle was 26 years old when he brought confidence and swagger to the role of Daryl Jenks. As Lisa McDowell's wealthy and self-assured boyfriend, Daryl became the perfect obstacle standing between Prince Akeem and true love. His flashy personality, expensive wardrobe, and oversized ego created countless humorous moments while giving audiences someone they loved to root against throughout the film. Although Daryl appeared to have everything money could buy, the character lacked the sincerity and humility that made Akeem so appealing by comparison, and La Salle's charismatic performance ensured Daryl never became a flat, one-dimensional rival. Instead, he turned into one of the film's most memorable and entertaining supporting characters, someone audiences loved to dislike. His work in this movie helped introduce him to a much wider audience before he went on to achieve even greater success on television in the years that followed. Today, Eriq La Salle is 63 years old. More than 3 decades after Coming to America first became a comedy sensation, Daryl Jenks remains one of the most entertaining romantic rivals in Hollywood, thanks to La Salle's unforgettable performance.